Hello, my beautiful Virgos. How are you today? I hope you're well. And welcome back if you've been following us or if you've been on our channel before. If not, if you're new, then welcome, welcome, welcome. It's lovely to spend this time with you. Now, my name is Linda. I am from Australia, from the Sunshine Coast hinterland, which is in Queensland. And we do these videos for you each month. But we also, between the month, we also put out our spontaneous messages from Spirit. And they are named, Is This Video for You? Or Is This Spirit Message for You? That's the heading of those ones. And they are just spontaneous videos that we put out for everybody. And if you click on those and you come on, if you're drawn to them, it's because you're meant to actually see them. But this one today, Virgo, this is for you for September 2024. And so I try to keep these videos under 30 minutes because I know you're busy. You're very busy people and you don't, probably want to be sitting behind a computer watching me for an hour. And so let's get into it, shall we? Let's get straight into it and see what the spirit realm wants to say to you, beautiful Virgo. Let's see what they want to say to you. We actually use the Animal Tarot deck, which is a lovely deck. We also ask Spirit what it is, Virgo, that you may need to leave behind or let go of. And we also go to our numbers deck, and we always choose one card from my private deck, which is the Major Arcana, to see what sort of a message Spirit wants to give you from that deck as well. But let's start off firstly with the Animal Tarot. And with this deck, it's very beautiful. It's but what they do is they have spring is wands, summer is cups, winter is swords, and autumn is pentacles. So they have a little bit of a different explanation of the elements. They actually use the elements, nature's elements in this deck. But it is a beautiful deck, and it does have really lovely messages that Spirit will use to talk to you about. So this one here is, of course, the Ten of Wands. Very, very lovely deck. They're also giving you the Moon in the Major Arcana. So we're talking about that card there, which is one of the more powerful ones because it is the Major Arcana. And the Six of Pentacles, your finances, your growth, all that sort of thing. So let's have a little look, shall we? See what Spirit wants to say to you, Virgo, for September 2024. The St. Bernard dog, beautiful. You're working far too hard. Okay. Do you need a break? So, and the stress will soon become too much. Reach out for help from others and take some time to play and enjoy life. Okay, so what are they saying to you here? What are they trying to say? So what I'm being told to say to you, Virgo, is that maybe it is time for you to realize that you can't do everything and you can't be there for everyone. Is what I also need to say to you. Stress is not good for us, no matter what causes it, no matter how long it's been with us. It's the worst kind of emotion because it does create physical problems too if we don't eliminate it as soon as we come in touch with it or soon as we become aware of it. I am getting, my guide is saying to you, Virgo, that some of you out there, some of you Virgos, you are highly stressed at the moment. And so time to maybe start to think a little bit differently, talk to yourself. I am free of all stress. I am at peace within. You say these sorts of things, and the stress actually does go. So this is also about, as I say, reach out. Sometimes we need to reach out for others. It's about having a little bit of time, sometimes with family or friends, or having some time out. Maybe you do need a bit of a break. Maybe you need a bit of time out. Are you planning to do that? Maybe you are planning to have a little bit of a holiday, have a bit of a break from whatever it is that's affecting you in a stressful time at the moment. It's important to trust your intuition. Even if you're unsure of what's happening, all will be revealed soon. So worry is unnecessary. So, Virgo, I always say to people, worry doesn't do you any good, and worrying doesn't change anything. And I know that there are many of you out there saying, well, it's hard not to worry. However, you can still care for people. You can still care about a situation without allowing it to affect you. And this is the secret to detachment, mastering detachment. So if there are some worrying situations going on with you at work, in family, generally in life where you live, whatever, worrying about it won't do any good at all. What you've got to do really is you've just got to allow yourself to let it go. Let it go, say, okay, I can't do much about that. And so I'll just bide my time and I'll just go along. I'll just go along and wait for things to change. Okay, wait for things to change. And of course, we also have the Six of Pentacles. Six, this is the little Kiwi bird from New Zealand. And Kiwi bird, they're called funny little things, aren't they? So this is all about, your success and prosperity have allowed you to pay off debts, acquire wise loans, or receive a grant or scholarship. In return for heaven's blessings, be sure to share the wealth and with others through donation of time or money to reputable charities. What this really is all about is sharing yourself, really. Sharing yourself, okay? We can't all afford to give to charity. We can't all afford to give our finances away. We can share ourselves, can't we? We can share who we are. And we can also share a time with and have time out with our family and with our friends. I'm also being told to say to you that maybe it is time for you to have a little bit of time out, Virgo. Maybe it's time for you to plan a bit of a break, maybe even if it's only a long weekend or just a short time, just to clear your head, just to have a little bit of respite, just to have a little bit of time out from whatever it is that you're finding just a little bit overwhelming at the moment. Sometimes, when we get overly stressed, we can start to, not sleep properly. We can sometimes get a little bit fearful if there's things going on that we're uncertain about, if we're not sure about what's happening, what's coming up, or we're uncertain about what's going on around us, we can become quite stressed. If you look closely at this photo, this beautiful lynx is just so relaxed. Even though this is the moon card, look at that beautiful cat. It's very relaxed. It's laying there. It's not worrying too much. There's a butterfly. There's a little butterfly flying around, and he's not really worrying about the butterfly, but he's not even taking any notice of that. And so he's really laid back, isn't he? He's laid back, and he's just hanging around waiting. He's waiting to see what will reveal itself. Virgo, if you're waiting at the moment for something to come out, truth to come out, or you're just waiting for results, you're waiting to hear from someone or about something in your life, a job or your life in general, anything at all, I'm being told to say to you that good news is on its way. Spirit is saying to you, good news is on its way. Also, I'm being asked to say to you too that things are going to be resolved. Things will be resolved. So, Virgo, there are many of you that maybe you're waiting for an answer, or maybe you're waiting to see what happens. But if there's no point in worrying about it, that's not going to change anything at all. So just leave it, let it go, and put it out there. So detach. Whatever this is, Virgo, that's in your mindset, that you'll keep thinking about it because you don't know what's going to happen. you keep thinking about it because you're waiting for a result or something like that, or you're worrying about the results. Spirit is saying to you, look, let that go, let it go. Eventually, things will come out. Eventually, you'll get your answer. In the meantime, don't spoil your present time. Don't spoil your present day worrying about what may not be. Because the news that's coming, or whatever you're waiting for, could be very promising or it could be really good, especially if it's something to do with your health. You might get a really good result, or you might get good news, but you were worrying yourself silly over it, thinking, oh, this could be this or it could be that. You could have been doing that, which a lot of us do. So Spirit's saying, don't do that. They're saying, no point. It's not going to change anything. It's not going to change anything. This is about your success and your prosperity and you being able to get yourself financially secure. So, and also that feather is really jumping out at me. That feathers, when we see feathers, and if you look, everybody look at my big bowl of feathers. So they're feathers I've collected over the years. Feathers are often signs from spirit. Just so your guide or an ancestor, a mum or dad is in spirit or whatever, giving you a feather to let you know that they're around you. We're here for you. We're here. So just want you to know there's this feather. And so you may want to pick that feather up and keep it, or you may just want to pick it up and just pop it down somewhere, whatever you feel like you want to do. Or you may even let it go, just leave it there and take the message that, okay, thank you, thanks for letting me know you're there. It's up to you, it's your choice. The feathers very often are used by the spirit realm to give us a message, very, very often. And so let's see what else, Virgo, that Spirit wants to say to you for September. What a beautiful message. What a beautiful message. The Empress. This is also, we've got two messages here about your abundance. So we have this one, but we also have this one. So this is also about your abundance. This is the Empress, number 3. And this is the sower of seeds. It's new beginning, sowing seeds, starting something new. Sometimes it's about a birth. It can be the beginning of a child being conceived. It can be the beginning of a job. The beginning, it's the beginning. But it's also giving birth to your dreams. It's giving birth to nurture yourself and others. It's also about looking after yourself. Now, we did talk to you about having a bit of time out, didn't we? We were saying here, you're working too hard. So Virgo, do you need a bit of time out? Maybe some of you there, maybe some of you need to have a little bit of a break. And this is all about, nurturing yourself, looking after yourself, making sure that you do what's right for you, eating properly, eating sensibly, putting lots of nourishing foods, good foods into your body, and just looking after yourself and doing what you love. You may be a person who loves to go and get a pedicure or a facial, or you get your nails done. Do something for yourself. It's about abundance. It is about abundance. And also putting out there, put out your dreams. Put out those dreams. Whatever you're dreaming of, wherever you feel that you want to create, now's the time to do it, especially in September. Because around about the 2nd or 3rd of September of this year, Mercury is no longer in retrograde. So Earth has turned around so that Mercury is actually moving forward, which is a much better time to start new things. A lot of growth. I'm feeling lots of growth. My guide's also saying, Virgo, that it's possible. Is there a need maybe to be more understanding of others and also the need of others? So this is also about nurturing yourself and others. So maybe it's very possible for you, Virgo. It's very possible maybe you're in a position where others may need you to be there for them, especially if we're a parent. And if we have children, we often get called upon, don't we, And so my guide is saying, your spirit is saying to you, um, take time for others, make time for others' needs. Be open to understanding the needs of those around you, um, family and friends. That's what he's saying. So maybe there is a need for you to recognize that there are people in your life that may need just that little bit extra in September. They may need just that little bit of extra time with you, or they may need your understanding, or they may need you to listen to what they want to say to you. But this one jumped out. I don't normally take jump outs, but I just feel I might take it. But this is the Letting Go deck, which is a beautiful deck. And we like to give you a card from this too, Virgo, just to see what spirit wants to say to you. So let's have a little look, and I'll also tell you which one jumped out. Okay, so the more we love, the more we can love. Love is limitless. Love begets love. It's a beautiful photograph, isn't it? And the other part of the message is love has a powerful antibiotic effect. Love increases endorphins, which are life-enhancing hormones. The energy of love has the capacity to heal our bodies when conditions are appropriate. So this is about healing. There we go. This is all about healing. You must let go of negative thoughts and belief systems and shed the stress of negative emotions that give them energy. We have to cancel the negative programming that comes from the world as well as our own belief systems. These two messages are quite interesting, aren't they? Negative thoughts and belief systems very often come from programming from the time we were little. Virgo, we are brought up by parents or carers or whatever, in a certain way because of their belief systems or the way they were brought up. And this is actually one of the most difficult things for everyone. We're brought up with a certain belief system. We're brought up with certain rules and regulations. Sometimes we're brought up with negative situations as well. And so the only way that we can actually let go of that is, to shed the stress of negative emotions that give them energy. Shed that energy that feeds the emotion of negativity. We have to cancel the negative programming that comes from the world, as well as our own belief systems. This is something, Virgo, that I'm always expressing to people that what we believe, what we're taught to believe, what we're programmed to believe, it becomes a reality. And Virgo, it becomes a reality even when it's wrong. And so what happens is we go through life, and those negative programs that we've been brought up with, or those negative belief systems, they don't do us any favors. In fact, they can do us quite a bit of harm. And so what we have to do is we get to a certain age where we can make up our own mind, and we've experienced things that show us that we need to be different. We need to take control of those negative thoughts and those belief systems and programming and create the life we want. And everybody wants a loving, caring life. Everybody wants to be loved. Like you may have grown up never knowing what it was to be cuddled, for example. That happens a lot. But you're a very cuddly, affectionate person. And so what would you be looking for in life? You'd be looking probably for affectionate people, wouldn't you? Or you'd feel you needed that to make you feel a little bit better. Even though, of course, other people shouldn't be the reason we feel better. But when we love ourselves and we get rid of the negative energy and we replace it with love, we become loving, and we draw in loving people. And it's lovely to be around loving people, Virgo, isn't it? The more you let go of the negative thoughts, the better you become. There's no room for them really in our life. Negativity in all shapes and forms it will stagnate you, it'll hold you back, it'll create a bad energy field around you, and you really, you'll find it very hard, Virgo, if you're in a negative state of mind, to draw in positive people because your vibrational field, when they come, if somebody like myself, for example, went into a place and I was talking to somebody who was extremely negative and everything's, there's just everything's doom and gloom, I would pick up on that very quickly, you see. And so I would probably draw myself back a bit. And in turn, Virgo, what happens is that person, however, wants to come in to me because they pick up on my enlightened energy and they get some pleasure out of that. So negative people can also, Virgo, they can also drain you because they're drawn to you because you're very positive. They're drawn to your energy field because they want to shred everything, all the negativity. They want to shred it all for you to have to tolerate. So they drop all their baggage onto you, which is a nasty situation. So Virgo, try very hard to keep yourself into a very positive. And if you've got people around you at work or in your life or family or whatever who do that to you, drain your energy because you are enlightened, then try very hard to detach from their energy field. You need to nourish yourself. You need to nourish yourself. You're not here to nourish everybody else. You can put out loving thoughts and loving, uh, words and actions. But when it comes to nourishing yourself, this is what you're meant to be doing, especially in September. You're meant to be nourishing you. It's time for you to look after yourself. Okay? Now, let's see what else Spirit would like to say to you. This isn't a numbers deck. It's very, very slippery. I don't know how long it's going to take for it to get roughed up, but anyway, I have to be careful when I'm shuffling, but I don't fall all over the place because that's what they normally do. And so this is the deck that normally reiterates what we've just been talking about, and it really is a lovely deck. It really is a lovely deck. And what they've given you, Virgo, is they've given you 22. 22. And 22 is about harmony. See, we're talking about love and bringing in harmony and just, even if you're unsure of what's happening, all will be revealed in time, bringing in a harmonious situation. And what this is saying to you is the harmony that heals you resides in your alignment, right? Again, it's reaffirming what we've just been talking about. It is a beautiful balance between mind, body, and soul. Tune your heartbeat to the beat of the universe and align it with the highest version of yourself. Good things happen when you take the path of least resistance. Isn't that a beautiful message? And that is so very true. That is so very, very true. But I also like to have a look at the number in my own book, this book that I've used for many, many years, because I've had this book for 30 years, and it's a numbers book, and I like to reaffirm from my book to this one because you'll be surprised. Your deep conviction manifests miracles and wonderful new opportunities. Please keep the faith. Okay, please keep the faith. Now we don't take 2 and 2 down to 4. Number 11 and number 22 are 2 power numbers, so we leave them at that as they are. So that is another beautiful message for you, Virgo, for September. I'm also being told to say to you to take your time. Take your time. And time also time out. It's very important that you have some time out. You must trust your intuition. The moon is also about your psychic abilities, Virgo. It's about you trusting the fact that you are intuitive. And so trust your intuition and have faith that your intuition is always spot on. It's always spot on because it is. Our intuition is no, spirit doesn't play games with us, Virgo, when it comes to our intuition. Spirit wants to tell us something, they focus on that and they stay focused on it until we eventually, hopefully, listen to them and take their advice. That's what we're supposed to do anyway. Remember, your successes and prosperity have allowed you to pay off debts, acquire wise loans, or receive a grant or scholarship. In return for heaven's blessings, I'm sure be sure to share the wealth of others through donations of time or money in reputable charities. Now, okay, this is just about sharing yourself. This is about sharing yourself, Virgo. September could be, September is also your birth time, isn't it? Your birthday time. And so there could be a get together of family, and friends and whatever. But my guide is saying it's important to put aside the mundane things and enjoy the good ones, the good stuff. Okay. So if family want to get together for your birthday, or if they just want to get together, or if they want to come and visit, or they want to talk to you, or they want to discuss, you're being asked this month, if you could, Virgo, take the time to be there for others. Give them your time, your precious time. And also I'm being told to say to you, give them your wisdom. Give them your wisdom because you're a very wise star sign. My mother was a Virgo. You seem to be born with this wisdom about life and come out with some great, great insights into things that are going on around you. So always be aware of the fact that you do have this internal wisdom that you're born with, Virgo. It's a very powerful tool. I'm being asked to say to you, all of you Virgos, to take your time this month. Just take your time, go with the flow, allow things to unfold. Allow things to unfold. Now, they bring me back to this. All will be revealed soon. So worry is unnecessary. Allow things to blossom. Uh, Allow things to come into fruition. Go with the flow and trust. Trust that your preparation, your preparation is going to work for you. So those of you who have been preparing for things, getting things ready, September will be a wonderful month to launch that because Mercury is no longer in retrograde. Believe in yourself, Virgo, believe in yourself. Some of you will be trying out new things. Some of you will be also deciding to go and study. Maybe you're thinking of learning something different, learning something new. And there's a lot of success around that as well. So all of you Virgos who are watching and thinking of studying, taking on more responsibility, uh, taking on a new uh, career path, anything that's going to take you up there, there's a lot of success here. There is a lot of success here. But take care of yourself too. So don't burn the candle at both ends. Don't work too hard. I feel you have been working a bit hard anyway. So maybe now's the time, September, is to get all these things going, but also to have that little bit of time out. Not off at 7 o'clock at night and watch a movie or read a book or whatever you love to do. Get off the phone, get off the computer, do that sort of thing so that you give yourself a mental break as well. Just get things out of your head, get things out of your head. Listen to music, whatever you love to do. These are things that Virgo you shouldn't just do in September. Of course, we need to do these things all the time, don't we? So this is about harmony, bringing harmony in, harmony, peacefulness, peacefulness, and let go of negative thoughts and belief systems and shed the stress of negative emotions that give them energy. whatever it is that we have to cancel the negative programming that comes from the world as well as our own belief systems. And try very hard. This is a very profound message. This card is, I'm being told by Spirit, this card here, this one, is really a strong message, Virgo, for you now to change things in your life. Let go of all that negative stuff. Or, if you've been brought up in a certain religion, and you've over the years you've found, that doesn't make sense to me, or I'm not comfortable with that, or I don't like the fear that's involved. There's all sorts of religions, and there's all sorts of all sorts of churches out there. And some of them are negative. Some of them are. There's no doubt about that. Nobody can argue with that one. And maybe you've been brought up in a very strict religion, and now you've grown up, and you've met people from different walks of life, Virgo, and you've been shown another side to those belief systems. You've been shown that there's a different way sometimes to how you think or feel. Well, it's quite easy just to say, you know what, that's no longer what I want. I've decided to let that go. Let it go. This is the letting go deck. I'm going to let that go, and I'm going to start to think for myself. I'm going to start to follow what my heart and soul tells me that I will be comfortable with, Virgo. Okay? What your heart and soul says, this is what I really would be comfortable with. And you'll be a better person for it too. So, Virgos, thank you so much. I think we've got in on 30 minutes. I hope so. I don't like to make my videos too long because I know that's sitting around watching me is what we want to do. But I hope Spirit has given me some wonderful advice for September 2024. If you would like to make a comment, that would be lovely. If you'd like to give us a little tip. If you decide, well, you know what, I wouldn't mind getting the notifications of Linda's videos in the future, especially our other videos that we do called "Is This Message for You?" Because they are just spontaneous messages that my guides put out there into the world. So if you would like to receive those, anything that we do throughout the months, please just, if you'd like to subscribe, we would be very honoured to be guiding you, giving you guidance. If you do decide to do that, Virgo, don't forget to click on the little bell so that you get all of our notifications. If you'd like to tell me where you're from, give me some comments. I would just love that. It would be lovely just to know that we have helped you today. Thank you so much for spending this time with us. We've been very happy to be here with you, Virgo. And so have a wonderful September. Take it easy. My guide is saying keep everything in its stride. Just one step at a time, And you will come out of September feeling a little bit better than you have with August. Okay. Bye-bye for now.